What's up, YouTube world? This is Jay, and I am about to review the NXT that just happened. Uh, it was a pretty good episode, and we're gonna go over it. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed their Wednesday hump day. And yeah, let's just get into it. Won't take up too much of your time. Oni Lorcan, and Danny Burch and Humberto Carrillo versus the Forgotten Ones in the first match. Continuing the feud from last week. There was a bunch of hard hits to start off the match, and Lorcan hits a running European uppercut and knocks the dude out of the ring. Just boop. And the dude's like, boop, out of the ring. And Humberto Carrillo does like a reverse rolling thunder type of move. I don't want to call it a reverse rolling thunder, but he rolled backwards and then kind of just did like a reverse moonsault, I guess. And I thought that was pretty nifty. I thought that was pretty neat. But then Jackson Riker takes control of Humberto Carrillo for like what seemed to be minutes, just beating him down and beating him down. And then Birch finally gets tagged in and he starts to take over the match, beating up everybody, doing what he does. And then Lorca goes to do the clothesline and he goes so fast that I don't know if he like barely hit the guy or if the guy just wasn't ready. And like Oni Lorcan or Oni Lorcan, sorry, just flies over the top rope. And the guy just like bounces off the rope and then kind of just rolls under the bottom rope. And I was like, geez, man, I don't know what happened there, but it was pretty funny. And I've said in previous videos, I like it when they mess up. It makes it feel more realistic, you know? Riker hits Humberto with the Polish hammer out of midair. It's just like a boom, just hits him right in the face out of mid. I know I hit my chest, but he hit him right in the face out of midair, and then he does a power bomb into the corner on Danny Burch and Humberto Carrillo, and Riker's partner was in the corner with his two knees up. So when he would power bomb him, instead of hitting the turnbuckles, they just hit a guy's knees instead. And that's gotta fucking hurt. You know what I mean? And then a double stomp from the middle rope, and 1, 2, 3, the match is over. Next up, we have first time on NXT TV that I'm aware of, Mansoor versus Dominic Dijakovic. And Mansoor was doing really good until Dominic caught a crossbody that Mansoor was trying to do, and he just gave him a knee into the ribs, and then he legit just tossed him over the top rope, just like, and Mansoor hit really hard, dude. I'm surprised he didn't break his ankle or something, because that looked nasty. And then, Dominic just keeps killing him with slams and near falls and all this stuff. And then he even does a springboard middle rope splash, which Dominic Dijakovic's a big dude. He's like 6'40" and weighs like 200 plus pounds. He's a big dude. But then Mansoor comes back and uses, gets Dominic down to one knee, and then jumps on Dominic's knee, and then jumps off of his knee to do an enziguri, and but that was basically the last of Mansoor's offense, because shortly after that, Dominic Dijakovic hits the Feast Your Eyes, and the match is over. And but Mansoor put up a good fight, showed a lot of good stuff in there, and I think he might have a bright future ahead of him somewhere. Whether it's in NXT, 205 Live eventually, somewhere he has a good future. And then right after this match, this might be the best part of NXT tonight. Velveteen Dream comes out and does his personal rendition of the national anthem. And it was impeccable. It was all about the Velveteen Dream. He said, when you look at Velveteen's gleaming, you know, like just like, or and then what did he say? Buddy Murphy's red hair. Yeah, I kicked his derriere. You know, like just like weird stuff. And he even mentioned a part where like he does like a match and doesn't mess up his fro. Like it was just so good, and I enjoyed the hell out of that. Velveteen Dream. I was skeptical when he first became Velveteen Dream. I was like, what the hell's going on? Not that I didn't like it. I was just, what the hell is going on? But this guy's really good. He came into his own from. He's like the most successful Tough Enough contestant ever. Yeah. Like, gotta like Velveteen Dream. DREAM is. Next up is the main event. And we got Kushida versus Cassius Ohno. And Cassius takes control early via power and size advantage. I'm not going to get into all the moves and stuff, but you know, just tosses Kushida around basically. Oh, and also in the beginning of the match, Kushida goes to offer him a handshake, and Cassius Ohno just kicks his hand away. That's going to come into play later. So, yeah, Cash takes control early via power and size advantage. And then, you know, Kushida starts coming back. And then Cassius Ohno is like, oh, you know, and he takes a knee and he extends his hand to Kushida. And Kushida goes to shake his hand. And Cassius Ohno gets up, grabs him by the head, shoves him, and then kicks him right in the face. And, you know, Cassius Ohno took over from there for a little bit. And then Kushida takes over by giving him 2 kicks, kicking Cassius Ohno 2 times pretty hard. And then coming off the top rope with a springboard tomahawk chop whoosh, for you Tatanka fans. It's a tribute to Tatanka. And then Cassius hits a devastating electric chair. Instead of dropping him back, he dropped him forward, you know, face first into the mat. But somehow Kushida kicks out, and Kushida goes to kick Cassius at one point, but Cassius catches the leg, and Kushida just slaps the shit out of him. Just like, whoosh, and looked pretty devastating. I'll say that. And then, sorry. And then after he kicks him in the face, or slaps him in the face, sorry, Kushida shakes Cassius Ohno's hand on his own. Like, he just grabs his hand and shakes it like, fuck you, buddy. You know, here's your handshake. And I thought that was really funny. Shows personality from Kushida, which I'm not really that familiar with. I don't watch all the Japan wrestling and stuff, you know what I mean? Sue me. But yeah, you know. So anyways, and then Cassius Ohno does his spinning elbow move. Kushida kicks out, and then he ends up hitting Cassius Ohno, and then he does a devastating. It was like a punt kick. Oh, he hits his wind-up punch to Cassius Ohno, knocks Cassius Ohno down, does a punt kick to Cassius Ohno's arm, and then locks in what he calls the hoverboard Kimura? Hoverboard lock. It's basically a Kimura, but he jumps and does a spin and brings you down, almost kind of like you were gonna set somebody up for the octopus stretch, but he just brings you down and locks your arm in. He has one leg over your head, so it's difficult for you to move around. And you know, Cassius Ohno taps out. So Kushida wins his debut match in NXT. And there you go, folks. That's NXT in a nutshell. And yeah, so yeah, it was cool. Sorry if I'm not the most perfect reviewer out there. I stumble and stuff. Not that anybody even said anything. I don't even think that many people watch these videos, but it's cool. You know what I mean? So, you know, whatever. Let me know what you thought of NXT if you watched it. And we could talk about it in the comments or whatever. And until next time, folks, peace.